All right. How you doing, y'all? This is me, Zacarias. I was watching because I was watching some police brutality videos. One saw on Facebook was a Latina, this Latino police officer in West Carnival, excuse me, Coneva, yeah, West Coneva, was trying to take the cell phone from her when she was recording him being rude and thuggish as a police officer. And then I saw some more police brutality was African City man. I think last name was Howard. He was attacked by some Portugal thugs. Okay, uh, and in West Carnival, Covina, California, and then there's another one like a couple years ago, Latino guy that was attacked by the police, and it was saying like, what is up with people attacking with their own community and outside of the community, kind of minorities? Okay, here we go. Um, it's some portrait coons and some coons. Just we're gonna talk about the coon in Africa in a few minutes, okay? Because this is about that. Now, I'm approaching to that story, and I saw videos here in Houston. This light skinned brother, he was attacked by a police officer who was Latino, and it was an African American officer with them at the Houston Police Department. And then this Latino guy here in Texas, couple hours, well, no, 1 hour in Conroe, Texas, was attacked by his white officer. Okay, so as I'm looking for to share with my friends of these videos and stuff, and information about what's going on, I found a video about in Africa, and this is a problem. I hear people say we should go. We African American people, we mix with African and Native and European descent. And you hear white racist people who are not founders of this country, okay? Our Native American ancestors are founders of this country who brought our African ancestors here, okay? Yeah, those other Africans selling each other another art, but I ain't seen nobody looking like Napita Yogo or what's his name, Akon as slave owners here in the United States, as the main slave owners, okay? I know there was some pure and mixed black slave owners, but it was a minority. The majority were white people. Get that straight, okay? Now, let's get to the subject. In Kenya, a recent, and I've been seeing some videos in Kenyan police officers, because y'all be talking about, whenever I'm out of this country, but police brutality is everywhere, y'all. It's not just in the white racist controlled states, where even with some coons and Portugal coons involved, Coca-Cola coons, try to say it, Latino coons or African American coons involved. You got folks in Africa. I heard about Nigerian. I know about Nigeria. Okay, no offense to Nigeria. Okay, but yes, I'm sorry to go there. Okay, and I could be Nigerian down the family tree. Okay, Kenya, whatever. But I'm gonna be real. I heard about Nigerian police also being rude, and we have some Nigerians in Houston. I said some, not all, from the evil try to treat us cruel here in Houston. In Kenya, a Kenyan police officer sought this man named Brian Agutu. What it was, Brian Agutu was who's the victim of police brutality in Kenya. I said Narambi, Kenya. Okay, this brother was coming from work from lunch, and somebody was being assaulted by this teenage boy. I think it was a teenage boy trying to rob them, and he was trying to scare the boy off, if I'm not mistaken, okay? And the situation happened where I think one of the friends threw a stone at something in the police got something like that, okay? Because I couldn't understand their accents because I'm speaking English, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. He didn't let, and then the police officer approached him. Black, pure black, okay? This is the majority of the, there are mixed race people, even at the complexion, to my complexion and lighter than me, okay? But this is pure black, okay? Pure black, okay? Officer, come down there, make this man go. The man was begging, according to his story, that he was not a criminal, he wouldn't do it. The officer puts him on the ground, put his foot on his ground like a white slave masters do back in the day in white slave patrol and I'll do that, okay? Got to do curbing like in the movie America X. Okay, here's your X, okay? Put his foot on this brother's head, on his back, both his feet. Then he put it, yes, and stomped his, yes, insulted this brother. Then they said the Kenyan police, the police officers, the police in Kenya are now investigating. And someone from the department filmed it and shared it on social media. You can see the link in the news article. Shout out to my African brothers and sisters down there who fight for freedom. Well, let you know, we go into police brutality with those other people who we don't look alike to. We look more close. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we got educated. Majority of African Americans, we're mixed with white and Native American too. We're 3 races. Okay, and we have white people, since we don't look like them, since some of us that do, but we don't, okay, they don't like us because we have a drop of African DNA, okay, you know, that's what we're wondering, okay, so it's sad that now we see people who are mostly pure black descent, okay, in the motherland, in Africa, practicing the same day. Oh my goodness, what is going on with people today? This is the reason why people don't respect authority. Because authority want to be demonic and evil and tyrannical, tyranny, okay? Tyrannical. They said investigate for what? The evidence is right there on social media. It's on the video. That officer needs to be put in jail. The officer needs to be put in prison. If they have official oppression law like we here in Texas, they need to have, if they do, yes, and it's with Jacinta, yes, she has a Spanish last name, Brian Agutu's, that last name, first name, Jacinta Agutu, that's her name, Jacinta is in Spanish. She is the mother of Brian, and she said she wants justice. They try to buy the family, you know, like I pay you on the bus type of thing. But no. She say that strong sister say, and this is a place for heaven for the person who videotaped that situation. Thank God for that person for videotaping. There was an angel. God will use his angels. That officer needs to be put in jail, in prison. The officer, how it'd be nice, like I say about these. And let me say this. Of course, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but these cops, especially of color. Okay, the coons here who are doing this mess, they pocho coons, me hit on the raza, let me educate those who are African. In Latin America, okay, I'm part Hispanic, Spanish Creole from Louisiana, okay? But my Hispanic brothers and sisters from south the border of United States border, that includes Mexico and the islands of Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Republic Dominicana, I'm about to say in Spanish, okay? Dominican Republic, okay, Central South America. There are people who descended from that mixture, and mostly the Hispanic people are here. We got other Hispanics, but many of them are Mexican descent, okay? So, but you also have Puerto Ricans, you have Salvadorans, you have Dominicans, whatever. You have some of them have bought into this mejida de raza, because the Spaniards down there mixed a lot with native and black women, and it came this melting pot, okay? So you have different ranges, people that look like you, people like me, look like to white people, indigenous, different shades, heritage, whatever. And you have this thing to better the race, mean to marry someone lighter than you or white, okay? That's why when like Europeans would come in the 1920s in Latin America, like in the Dominican Republic, Mexico, and other places, in Cuba, it was the white. So some of these people in the United States who are descendants, not all, okay? Some of the people who are in position of power as police officer, when they classify them as white and would not socially treat them out because they're not genetically white, and don't look white, they also do, okay? What happened is the mentality of white supremacists got in their head, and when they got mystery white supremacy hit they in the behind, it became, okay, let's go ahead and start this movement. And there was some people in the Hispanic community who are not mentality, like you said, child, whatever, but you had those who ran the bus that, but still proceeded, had to think they're white, okay? Even though they have Native American and African mixture. Then when they become in police power, they want to, even though the white supremacists, the real white people who are racist, do not like them. That's why Trump became president, because they're trying to put the wall, because their population is going down. abortion rate in the white community, and also there's also white, it's evident right now. I saw on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, middle-aged white men committing suicide, and when white women were taking birth control and marrying other men of color, Hispanic, African American, Asian, Native American, that is more mixture from that situation. They feel a threat of their birth rate, so that's why they put in a wall. Okay, anybody illegal immigration, and most of the immigrants that's coming here are not always Mexican descent. You have other Hispanics coming here from Central America, but they try to use this as an argument. It's their code words for population control. They fear that, but you have Hispanics, some Hispanics, not all, who are brainwashing white supremacy, who somehow think they're white, and I can laugh when I hear someone say they're white and they're acting, looking, exotic looking, okay? Will try to take sides with them and try to fight African American people, or even fight Latino immigrants, okay? Hispanic immigrants, for real. This poetry mentality, I think they're white. And now that's why you see this mess going on, like what happened in West Cordova, Covina, excuse me, where that Latino man was doing it to his own, community. And actually, they had a couple weeks ago, actually, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, the African City man, I think last name Howard Jr., whatever his name is, in a convenience store, West Cordova, Covina, excuse me, where police officers were beating his most Latino guys. The person was filming, I don't know what race he was, his ethnicity he was, but the Latino also saying, get the motherfucker, get the, you know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know, it's a mentality trying to brainwash and try to be close to white. But I tell them, when they call us the N-word or whatever, you also going to be called the WB word, which is no different than the N-word or SBIC word behind your back, okay? You know what I'm saying? And once they get rid of me or whatever, they'll get rid of you too. You know what I'm saying? That's going to tell Latinos, who have this mentality. You think you're better, you're not. And genetically, you're no different than me because we both have African and Native and European in us, okay? We just look different because it's a mixture. Whoever married in our family, who have made babies in our family, that's natural. When you mix, okay? But that's the truth. So just let you know, that's going on here. You have African American cops, dark skin, light skin, whatever, camera like myself, kinky hair, curly hair, whatever, who infiltrate this mess with other African American people. And also I've seen some also Hispanics. I never forget one officer, and it was I forgot what shade he was. He wasn't real light skinned though. He was beating his Hispanic kid, and this when I was a teenager in Compton, okay? So this going, yes, it's going, and we had the Starbucks. We had brother my complexion, bald head, right there in Starbucks, who was an officer of Philadelphia, who was helping the white racist officers arrest these two brothers at Starbucks. So yes, we're getting with this mess here in the United States, okay? And we're people in Africa making videos, come back home, and I'm like, okay, well, come back home, we still got the same problem, okay? And you got cops darker than me, okay, who's doing this mess. So, in the motherland, okay? So, let's clear that mess out right there, okay? Will we have an epidemic of bad management, bad authority being approved by the public, and then it gets worse, okay? That's why. So them just people who make these videos saying we should. I'm planning on leaving America too because we don't have no power here. But if you're talking about going to Kenya, in that part of Kenya, people who making these, because you have a lot of Afro century people who are from here, not from y'all, okay? From the United States, who want people who going on with the one drop rule, which is no longer law anymore, who want to say they pure black, they can be my shade and lighter, okay? And showing fists and say we should go back outside the United States. I said the same thing, but God dog, they trying to use a racial severance movement. Okay, my question is, where y'all in this video? Because this brother who's darker than me, who share African DNA as I do, who may be 19 pure black and I'm multiracial, okay, is getting beat up too in the motherland. This is sadistic. This is crazy, okay? So we, it's this, the demon of police brutality is everywhere, okay? And like I said, this brother was not bothering nobody. He was defending somebody who the officer should be looking for, the little young man who was being a thug over there, trying to rob somebody, okay? this man who was being abused by the officer was trying to stop that person from being robbed and mistreated. So why y'all picking on this man? You know? But that's okay. It's if Africa, if their judicial system is different from the United States, where this man can be convicted and get put in jail, and there's no blue code down there, trust and believe. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to Kenya, okay? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this man get put, like, unlike here in the United States, because 9-10, he would get by with this. Trust me, especially since it's another person of color. He will get by with this. If it's a white, no, please. Look what happened to that light-skinned brother down there in Louisiana. What happened is a white racist, a white thug, okay? Yeah, okay, a white thug. A privileged do nothing, okay? He was resisting arrest, okay, in Louisiana, okay? They have a blue lives matter law. If you fight a police officer, shoot a police officer, you can go to jail. Now they're trying to make it, if you file a complaint, you're going to get 5 years in prison. I saw that recently, okay? This is part of my heritage, Louisiana. Okay, maybe I don't want to go and visit Louisiana, even though I'm from here, Texas, but I got roots. Okay. Anyway. But because Anglo-Saxons, okay, that mixed with, you know, let me let you know my background's African-American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Latin American. So the Anglo side came in and screwed Louisiana up. Showed it when French and Spain was in control. Yeah, there was slavery, but it wasn't extensive. There were interracial marriages. The Frenchmen did, you know, marry black women in Spain and German. There was Free People of Color Society, the first black newspaper. A lot of folks don't know. Go to freecreoles.com, okay, to know our history. But when Anglo-Saxon came in and took, you know, Louisiana, when the Louisiana Purchase came in and everything else, that's when all that racism came in and slavery, and a lot of the Creoles of color who were free left, went to Mexico, went to Haiti, went to, I think, Jamaica as well, Cuba, went other places to get away from what happened there. You know, a lot of folks don't know the history in that. And so, that's when the people, and even Creole people, start to practice that mid-hero that lighten, you know, and hair paper that marry within the family, keep the color. That's when all this man stuff coming in colors. That's what was genocide to our Creole culture, okay? That's true, okay? And so, what happened, you had Creoles that left Louisiana when there was no jobs, like they came in here in Texas, and they became part of my heritage, okay, in the 1800s and the 1900s as well. Dark ones, light ones, whatever, okay. Went to California, went to Chicago, went to, you know, actually the Creole man from Haiti is the founder of Chicago, okay. You know, went to other places to go look for jobs, okay. You had those who look white, okay, who would mix past as white, okay. You know, that happened too, okay, especially up north, okay. So, truth, and in South too, because one of my four grandfathers on the other side of the family tree married a white woman, okay, you know, after slavery, okay, passing, okay. So, you know, yeah, they happened. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know the history right here. They educate y'all what goes on here in the United States. They don't teach y'all in school where they give you the misinformation about the United States. Baby, I'm going to tell you the truth sets you free, okay? You know what the Bible say. It ain't perfect, but it's for real. But the truth of the matter is that that's why. So go back to the story about the brother to educate the racism. You know, David Duke, Klansman, was trying to run for governor down there in Louisiana. That mess, okay? When Hurricane Katrina, white racist people was harassing. Yeah, there was thugs, okay, African-American, dog like Creole, whatever, not whatever, act the fool and hurt. But you had white racist thugs, okay, and you had old Mary Nagin, who was a high yellow Creole, but well, he kind of not too high yellow, but he lied about me, who was corrupt down there in New Orleans, okay. You had them harassing the residents for African Creole or not dark like King Carol, whatever, no matter. They was harassing, starting a mess down there, you know, denying folks hell. It happened here in Hurricane Harvey with Houston. So, you know, that's why you have that mess goes on in Louisiana, and now they have a Blue Lives Matter law. If you fight the police officers, or you know, they were born to be police. I know a police officer chooses a job. We're born of who we are, okay, when it comes to our race, ethnicity, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they can always delete their job, okay? You know what I'm saying? You can't deny your background, okay? You know, no matter what you look like. So, truth of the matter is, when Those politics came in when Trump became president. They had the first state they had Blue Lives Matter law, and the first victim was a Hispanic. Okay, Hispanic descent. Okay, I don't know if he's Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, Cuban to me, but he was the first person to go to jail on that Blue Lives Matter law. Okay, now this light skinned, real light complected brother, he not, with Afro features, he 19 Creole. The white thug was resisting arrest. And what happened is the brother, who's the police officer, shot the white thug. Okay? The bullet also hit the white thug's son, who was 7 or 8 years old. That brother is in prison. Blue Lives Matter law did not mess with this brother here, okay? That brother is in prison due to the little boy and the daddy dying, even though the daddy was the one who caused all that, the white daddy, who's a bug, okay? Who's a privilege, do nothing, okay? So, Blue Lives Matter did not go defend this light-skinned brother, okay? Officer Louisiana, okay? Blue Lives Matter did not know they didn't. No, they did not. They did not do nothing, okay? When it came to this brother, okay? So therefore, y'all see how the double standard here. So if that officer who abused Brian Atuka by him being a person of color, we got away with this. But if that real dog brother who was the police officer, who pure black, okay, in Kenya, had killed a white person, best to believe he be locked up like that light-skinned brother in Louisiana. Okay, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. No joke. We had somewhere in, was it Minnesota somewhere, West Coast, I got a Ethiopian African brother who was lighter than me, okay, shot this white woman accidentally. White woman dies. He is getting convicted of that white woman. There is no Blue Lives Matter movement to save that brother. Okay? So y'all get my point. Only time a person of color who kills a person of color would be African American or Hispanic, Asian, whatever, towards another minority. That's when it becomes, that's when they don't, they defend that. In a white person doing it. But when it comes to them killing a white person, nah. Abuse a white person, you let a Latino or an African American cop abuse a white person. Or basically every doggone racial slur, the N-I-G-G-R, W-B-I-C-K, everything come out these folks' mouth, and no Blue Lives Matter. It's not going to defend that person. That's why the African American and the Hispanic officers, they go after each of the minority groups, whether it be African descent or Hispanic or some of color. And because especially like New York Police Department in New York, when the African descent officers and Hispanic officers came out in public and exposed NYPD, they said that they was told to target the white community, the African descent, the black community, the Hispanic community, and the LGBT community, the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, Q, which is queer community. That's, what I'm saying, that's a transgender community as well. That's what they were told to do. They said that they would get a point, like a bonus of how many traffic stops they personally arrest in those communities. And they said that they went to the white communities. So I tell my people of color, whether it be African American, Hispanic, whatever, Native, or even Asian, whatever, mixed race, whatever, to contact the mayor of that town so that town can get that person in trouble. Of course, you can't trust the mayor all the time, but it's a chance, okay? They let you know when I told some officers I contacted Mayor Turner here in Houston, they got scared. I contacted congresswoman, congressmen in my town or my city, all this, because I fight for my rights. I don't look at these people as heroes. They are not heroes because they're still human under their badge. You get what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand, a lot of our African people, in some instances, not a lot, but I'm saying that I know, per se, Do not read about laws. Do not investigate, not question. And touching the Bible ain't perfect. People suffer of a lack of knowledge. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Or in Hosea 4:6, and also tell you to test it. St. Paul say test everything. Was good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason why these people, especially, they have an ugly demeanor. You know, and I ain't perfect. Trust me, you see a lot of sinful things I say on this channel. But Jesus even said, you know them by their fruit. And these people have bad fruit, they not good people. Okay? That's why they want you to be blind because they the authority. No, there was weak authority. Even Jesus went against the scribes and Pharisees. Okay? So, a lot of folks, they misinterpret the Bible trying to say that bad authority is okay with God, though it ain't. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You have bad authority, cause a scandal to throw into the sea. A lot of folks not know these people. Okay? But you have people who've been taught, and especially those African descent, we've been taught to accept bad authority since slavery. Since, you know what I'm saying? Since slavery, the slave master would distort the Bible to try to justify his abuses towards, who also our ancestors as well, because of the mixture, to justify abuse against our African descent people, whether it be pure black or mixed or whatever, and we've been past it even when it comes to our parenting, we have raised it. That's why we have to thank you. That's the whole reason why. That's why some of these officers who come from that infiltrate that mess to us, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, that's the truth. That's the truth. So, I don't have that mind. If I still have a track of that mindset, I try to train my brain not to accept that type of mentality, okay? And not accept the type of abuse. So, that's one thing that goes on. So that's the whole reason why I let you know that officer down there in Kenya, he not taking away if he go another officer, person African descent, Asian, Hispanic, or whatever, color. But when he goes to a white person, trust and believe, he be locked up. Okay, they're not gonna tolerate that, and that's what the one that was Hispanic or he was African descent on that video clip in NYPD. They said they went to Manhattan to a white area. All best being the white folks go ahead and contact, email, the mail, and everything else. They be losing their job right now, but they go to people of color, and a lot of our people of color have taught to immune themselves to this, to allow to adapt, to go along, correlate slave mentality to police brutality. Okay, instead of fighting against it, instead of protesting against it, instead of writing to Congress and voting people out of power who is condoning this. That's the whole reason why. That's the whole reason why. So shout out to my people in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you with this man. Justice for Brian Atuga. That officer should be locked up in prison. Okay? Should no longer service as a police officer down there. It's sad. We are seeing this mess goes on in Africa of all places, because guess what? We get picked on because we share your ancestry. That's the whole. Because you don't understand, the idea with other Africans sold the Africans to white people when they don't become our ancestors. Okay, the truth of the matter is they was using this for money. Okay, slavery was about money. The idea of dehumanizing our people in this country over the issue of money. Banks, corporations invest in it. We was freed down later on. First, the North was for slavery, but they lost. They became, started to give the North started to give away slavery, especially when the American Baptist Church went against the Southern Baptist Convention Church in the South over the issue of slavery. The Quakers and everything else, but still banks and the white elite still contribute the money down the South. When the South lost the Civil War, they lost money. And then you had eugenics movement going in. That's why you have all the diseases down in Africa. The idea said we couldn't be slaves no more for having a drop of black blood. Now it's time to kill us, and use code words, change words around to sound like, well, okay, if you have less babies, you'll be able to have money. It's not segregation. It's caused you to be poor. It's you have this, what Margaret Sanger was saying. Okay, I'm a pro-life liberal. Okay, let's get this straight. Okay, the idea of that mess. To cause abortion to be legalized so they can reduce the population. Like I said about the wall, population control. So that's the whole reason why. Okay, and the white population was scared because the majority of the Americans, as I mentioned about Latin America and the Caribbean, are racially mixed. Okay, of course you have the high elite, those who look close to white as in controllers, but still, majority of the people down there are racially mixed, and they was afraid that America would be racially mixed. It is, but you know, it's people denying who they are, saying they white, black, whatever, to negate that the truth that is the majority of our backgrounds are racially mixed. Okay, our ancestors, our geologists are racially mixed. So what we hate each other for? You know what I'm saying? We're related 9, 10 each other. I got cousins. I got y'all, my brothers and sisters, my cousins. I got cousins that look like you. And they got cousins that look like white people who are white people. I demonstration my program, you know what I'm saying? Got white, even racist ones. Okay, my Asian doctor cousin told me, you know, redneck ones. Okay, so it is what it is. What we fighting for? I know y'all in the Africa said, dang, them stupid Americans fight over the color. That's the whole reason why this country was built on racism. When our white ancestors stole this country from our Native American ancestors, that's when the racial issue came in. It's about African slaves, our African ancestors in the boats and in ships. That's the reason why it was based on the white American, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant male. If you go to territory, straight male, conservative Protestant male to have dominance in this country. That's why Donald Trump won. Okay. So it's called like it is. You even go against the Catholics and the Jews and the Muslims. For real, they want a white conservative Protestant straight male to run this country and keep the dominance. Even white women get discriminated. So just that y'all know, they don't tell you the whole detail of what goes on in the United States. So to my people in Kenya, my prayers go out to go to about the situation that officers should be locked up. Okay, and no longer serve as a police officer at all. He should be, you know, put under a cell. I call it like it is. Okay, we going through the same thing down here. Trust me, it is. So you know, yeah, for real. So the people try to make it seem like it doesn't go. No, they got, and I heard about comments in Nigeria. They got officers just 10 times worse. Okay. So I'm shouting out, no, baby. I'm not discriminating on no. I'm being unbiased of this police brutality. Okay, on this channel, we're gonna be unbiased up here because we're not gonna sit here and say, okay, we need, you know, the white races control United States that was stolen from our neighboring ancestors and go to our African continent, motherland, and everything's all glory and glory days and everything else, and that going on down there too. Okay, so we're gonna cover everything up in our channel. We not, oh no, don't know. This not people call me a coon. They the coon for lying. Okay. We gonna cover everything up here because we want a better place in this world. We always pray to our Father and we're already having be thy name, thy kingdom come, will be done. Okay, if we want that to happen, we need to start. You know, I ain't perfect. Okay, but when it comes to authority, we can't have no bad authority trying to teach us right when they are hypocrites to it. Okay, all right. So y'all check out the story. And justice, Black Lives Matter, justice for Brian Agutu, and hopefully that officer lose his job and no longer be put in jail and got to sue the police department down there in Kenya. Okay, contact your country, the world is United Nations, whatever it takes. We need to stop this mess now. This we no longer bad authority. If those who believe that bad authority, okay, let Satan be authority. Okay, if you think that type of authority is approved in society, then let Satan himself be authority. Okay, it call it like it is. Call it like it is. Okay, for real. We don't know more thugs of any color being officers. No more thugs, unless we have them thugs tag them. It's fair, right? At the end of the day, that badge don't make them guard. They might think they guard with the badge, but they fool themselves. To idolize themselves as a god and a human being. Okay, to humble themselves. Okay, start acting like the benefactors and the king of Gentiles. And Jesus told them that the law over, that his policy should not follow. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you catch a person, he claim to be a godly person in authority, and they law over people that you know about that bad fruit. That's a bad fruit. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Bye, y'all have a nice day.